Gather around, children of Jesus Christ and the gods, I have come here to tell you all a tale, created by the heavens above us, the tale of SpongeBob's affection for Sandy.
Oh boy, I can't wait for the story to be told. Father Falcon, how did SpongeBob become Sandy's love interest?
Ah, Brother Ink, that is a good question. Allow me to tell you all the story, so we can find the answer to your question. Sandy and SpongeBob's Love Movie. Now, let us dive right into the story, so that way you and I can learn the whole backstory of the Spandy relationship. It's not just a backstory, my friends, it's also the tale of how love conquered chaos, peace conquered violence, and light conquered darkness.
Excuse me, Father Falcon, but how are we going to learn all of that without any of us falling asleep during the story?
Sister V does have a point, Father Falcon. If we already know that Jesus loves us very much, and that he made everyone special in their own way, how will we know if the other gods love us as much as Jesus does?
Fear not, Sister V and Brother Donkey, that's what we are going to talk about today. I'm not just saying the gods love us because it's true, I'm saying it's because we must learn how to respect one another's culture and religion instead of forcing them into Christianity, because Christianity is not the only major religion alive today. There's Buddhism, Hinduism, Kemetism, Islam, Judaism, Taoism, and Zoroastrianism.
That's a lot of religions, Father Falcon.
Indeed it is, little lamb, and we all need to spend some time on learning how to treat other human beings like human beings, not aliens, and the concept of respecting one another's religion is to acknowledge the inherent dignity of every person and their right to practice their own faith without judgment, mockery, or harm. Now, let us not waste any more time and dive right into the grand tale. We begin in Chapter 1, The Dawn of Romance.
Howdy, Sandy.
Howdy, SpongeBob. What's good?
Look, I know this is kinda weird for me to ask, but Sandy, once we're finished with work, I'm going on a date.
SpongeBob, why are you even asking me that? Haven't I already told you 100 times that we're nothing but just food friends?
I understand, Sandy, but I can't help but realize how beautiful you truly are. Yes, you may be aggressive at times, but you rarely want to hurt anyone.
Oh, okay, SpongeBob. I wasn't expecting you to say that. But now that you mention it, I too have a feeling that we're more than just friends.
Don't you even think about it, Sandy. What do you even think you're doing right now?
Howdy, Mr. Squidward. Me and SpongeBob are just having a conversation about realizing that we're more than friends.
It's true. It's a gift Jesus Christ has given us. A gift so grand that I would spread the message of love through the world.
You morons really expect me to believe that your abomination was a gift from the Son of God? Hey, I would rather have a pack of wolves assault me than to witness this.
Seriously, Squidward? Why can't you just leave me and SpongeBob alone?
Fine. I'll let you if birds be, but mark my words. You will face the wrath of the gods when they see this abomination you two have placed upon yourselves.
Well, that was a bit awkward for Squidward to have a reaction like that.
Don't worry, Sponge Honey. At least you won't be around of others again.
And that concludes chapter 1 of the tale. This story also contains Bible verses as we read through each chapter, and since we have gone through chapter 1, we have unlocked a Bible verse. 1 Corinthians 13 verse 4a says, "Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, keeps no record of wrong. Love does not delight in evil but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails."
Wow, that's amazing, Father Falcon. I think I'm starting to understand the word of Jesus. But I still don't get it. Like, if God says he hates abomination, then why has God decided to let SpongeBob and Sandy go unpunished? If Squidward knows that a relationship between a sponge and a squirrel is an abomination?
Do not underestimate SpongeBob and Sandy Brother Donkey, because God knows that SpongeBob's heart shall not be left empty. Jesus knows that SpongeBob needs someone to help him live a happy life, and God has chosen Sandy Cheeks to be SpongeBob's partner.
Excuse me, Father Falcon, but I have one more question. If SpongeBob realized his affection for Sandy, and Sandy realized her affection for SpongeBob, did they tell anyone about their relationship? If they did, how did they do it?
Excellent question, Brother Goat. In order to find the answer to your question, we must first read chapter 2 of the tale.
Howdy, y'all. Me and SpongeBob have great news to tell you.
What is it that you want to tell us? Spill the beans or you're gonna be spilling milk.
You see, me and Sandy are in love with each other, and we've realized we're more than just friends.
See? I knew SpongeBob and Sandy have a crush on each other.
Yep, we knew that way to soon.
Oh, come on, Dazzle. Now's not the time to frown, now's the time to feel more happy. All you gotta do is turn that frown upside down.
Yeah, that's what they all say, Razzle. You're just happy to understand me.
That's just amazing. Just wait until I tell my sister Scraps about it. She's gonna be so happy.
All right, enough. SpongeBob and Sandy, where are you two going at this hour?
Me and SpongeBob are going on a date to have dinner with the Pharaoh in Egypt.
What, they're kids? Egypt is further than you think. You'll need a camel to take you.
Where are we gonna get a camel?
I'll show you, come on.
A few moments later.
Allow me to introduce you to your new mount. His name is Jamal the camel. He says he likes your outfits, and they're beautiful and handsome.
Oh, why thank you, Jamal. You're real sweet.
Oh, this whole thing, I've had it for years.
What's he saying now, Soulvester?
He's saying he's gonna give you kids a ride to the Pharaoh's palace.
Yee-haw!
Camel ride for us?
Next stop, the Pharaoh's palace. Move out.
And there they go, with their new companions in tow. They travel the desert to the land of Egypt, awaiting the party. Pharaoh Ramses XII and his people are preparing for the new couple. Before this chapter comes to an end, here are 2 Bible verses we have unlocked. Ecclesiastes 4 verse 9-12, 2 are better than 1. And Proverbs 18 verse 24, a man of many companions may come to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. Now that we have completed chapter 2, let us sing a prayer to our Heavenly Father and the gods to introduce ourselves to chapter 3.
Abchad support impliantosiatio, Rachninsum Maria, Shamsu Sihoe.
And now my faithful brothers and sisters, creatures from near and far, it's my pleasure for me to read chapter 3 of Sandy and SpongeBob's love story. In this chapter, Sandy, SpongeBob, Jamal, and Soulvester have reached the land of Kemet, where Pharaoh Ramses XII and his people greeted SpongeBob and Sandy with a massive ceremony and a great big feast hosted by the Pharaoh himself. This is also the chapter where we shall mention Babylon, the land that has always symbolized corruption, idolatry, and rebellion against God. The Bible mentions Babylon many times, and describes it as a city that will face judgment. Bible verses like Isaiah 13 verse 19, Jeremiah 51 verse 58, and Revelation 17 and 18, describe Babylon as a city of pride and oppression that will face the judgment of Jesus Christ and all of the true gods of this world.
But, Father Falcon, Egypt too was a city of oppression, and in the story of Moses, God told Moses to go to the land of Kemet and tell Pharaoh to let the Israelites go free. But when Pharaoh refused, the 10 plagues of Egypt began until Pharaoh released the Israelites.
Yeah, but when Pharaoh's heart hardened again, he summoned his armies to capture Moses and the Israelites, but the Egyptians were confronted by the pillar of fire. Then Moses split the Red Sea, allowing the Israelites to walk through it. But when Pharaoh and his army tried to cross the Red Sea, they drowned in the Red Sea. So after the story of Moses, what happened to the Egyptians who learned from the story of Moses and the Israelites?
Excellent question, Brother Wally, and I'm surprised that you and Sister Eve remember the story of Moses and the Israelites. Anyway, the Egyptians kept their culture and religion, and they continue to worship their own gods, but they could do all of that on one condition. The Egyptians had to promise never to use the Israelites as slaves ever again. Luckily, I know a pharaoh named King Tut made that promise and signed a peace treaty with Israel. Ever since then, Egypt and Israel never had a war against each other, all thanks to the peace treaty King Tut signed. For those who don't understand, that's okay, because we are reading chapter 3 to help you understand more about the alliance between Kemet and Israel.
SpongeBob, do you think we'll arrive at Egypt any time sooner than later?
I think so. I see a massive city filled with pyramids, animals, and people, along with a massive palace fit for a king.
I see the same thing, SpongeBoy. I think we're already in Kemet.
Look!
Oh, my X's Longhorns! Are they actually welcoming us?
You better believe it, they are, kiddo.
Welcome, dear friends, to the land of Kemet. You must be SpongeBob, Sandy, Soulvester, and Jamal. My people told me all about you guys.
And you must be Ramses XII. We've heard all about you, Your Majesty.
It's such an honor to meet you, Your Most Wonderful Royal Highness. We've come here for a romantic evening in the palace.
A romantic evening in my palace. Luckily, you've came to the right place, my little square friend. I'll tell the nobles to prepare the feast.
A few moments later.
So, tell me, love bird travelers, how was your trip from Bikini Bottom to Kemet?
It was exhausting but notable. We told jokes and sang songs during the trip.
That sounds good, Sandra. When I was a little prince back in the day, I got lost in the Egyptian wilderness in the middle of the night. So I prayed to Khonsu, the moon god, to help me find my way back to my palace.
That's a cool story, Mr. Pharaoh, sir. I have one question. After the story of Moses and the Israelites, did Egypt still use Israel as slaves?
No, never again did we ever dare to conquer Israel after what the gods saw when Moses returned to Egypt. I wasn't expecting for you to ask such a remarkable question, SpongeBob. But thanks for asking, anyway. We have to thank Tonkman for assigning the peace treaty between Israel and Egypt. For he may be young, but he was as strong as a lion. Thanks to the young Pharaoh, we Egyptians now treat Christians in Egypt as family instead of exiling them from our society.
I have to applaud you for respecting Christianity, Your Majesty.
SpongeBob, what was that?
I don't know, but I think that was a
Kiss? You think it was a good idea to kiss right in front of his most wonderful royal?
It's all right, Soulvester. I am more concerned about their attitude towards the gods than towards me, SpongeBob and Sandy. You two have discovered something romantic upon you. But I have decided not to punish you, because Jesus teaches us that we shall not kill the innocent, especially lovebirds.
Really?
Yes, I mean it. SpongeBob and Sandy. You two are welcome to stay in Kemet for as long as you wish.
Thank you so much, Your Majesty. This means a lot to us.
Yeah, we are most grateful for you, Your Majesty.
Meanwhile, in Babylon.
Squidward tentacles, what brings you to the kingdom of Babylon? Speak now, or it's your head.
Your Majesty, I come in peace. I have news to report that SpongeBob has fallen in love with a squirrel named Sandy Cheeks.
What? Tentacles? Are you sure you speak truth? Because no one has ever dared to go against the natural order for all of millennia.
I know, right? The last time anyone dared to defy a natural order would be burned at the stake.
Well, you don't believe me. This is what happened a few hours ago when I was working at the theater.
Howdy, Sandy.
Howdy, SpongeBob. What's good?
Look, I know this is kinda weird for me to ask, but Sandy, once we're finished with work, mind going on a date?
SpongeBob, why are you even asking me that? Haven't I already told you 100 times that we're nothing but just food friends?
I understand, Sandy, but I can't help but realize how beautiful you truly are. Yes, you may be aggressive at times, but you rarely want to hurt anyone.
Oh, okay, SpongeBob. I wasn't expecting you to say that. But now that you mention it, I too have a feeling that we're more than just friends.
Don't you even think about it, Sandy.
I cannot believe what I was watching. I cannot believe that a squirrel and Sponge would defy the natural order and live to tell about it.
I don't know why we're doing this again, but this demonic example of abomination needs to die right now.
Well said, fellow soldier. But how are we going to stop that squirrel and Sponge from spreading their romantic disease any further?
Oh, hear me, O ye gods of Babylon!
Oh, would you be quiet, you preaching fool? Let us treat SpongeBob and Sandy and their protectors as a cast toll of Babylon. If SpongeBob and Sandy enter our grand Babylonian city in the middle of the night, let us sacrifice them to you. O great masters of the sky! Wait a minute, loyal priest. You're a lifesaver. Really? Yes, we will treat SpongeBob and Sandy like enemies like we always do, and treat those who protect and ally with SpongeBob and Sandy as traitors and criminals. No roof may shelter them. No merchant may trade with them. No land remain to them. No woman may marry them. They will be as outcasts to all Babylon until SpongeBob and Sandy see the error of their ways.
Now that we have completed Chapter 3, we only have a few more chapters before we reach the end of the story. Before we move on to Chapter 4, here's a Bible verse we have unlocked, Matthew 5 verse 44, Jesus told us to love our enemies, and pray for those who persecute you, an instruction to love one's enemies and ask for their well-being, rather than seeking revenge. Now that we've finished Chapter 3, let us move on to Chapter 4, the sacrifice.
Oh yeah, this reminds me and Beep of the time our son Beep Jr. called us on his brand new phone to tell us about the Babylonians sacrificing SpongeBob and Sandy to the god Marduk.
Yeah, such recalling times. I was so proud of our son. I feel like giving him a grand reward.
Father Falcon, if we're already in Chapter 4, did Soulvester, SpongeBob, Sandy, and Jamal return back to Bikini Bottom after the feast? If they did the Babylonian king order his guards to find and arrest SpongeBob and Sandy?
Yes, he did. The king of Babylon has ordered his enforcements to capture SpongeBob and Sandy and bring them to the temple of Marduk. Marduk is not only the king of Babylonian gods, but also one of the 34 false gods mentioned in the Bible, aside from Dagon, the Semitic god who's also a half-human half-fish god, Baal, the Canaanite god of storms and fertility, and the golden calf, an inspiration or mockery of the Egyptian bull god Apis, worshipped by the Israelites while Moses was up in Mount Sinai receiving God's law.
I wonder how did Beep V and Beep Jr. save SpongeBob and Sandy from being sacrificed? Father Falcon, please tell us.
Oh, very well.
Hiya, fellas! How was your trip to Egypt? It was so much fun. Everyone was sweet and nice to us. It felt like living with ancient Egyptian royalty.
You got that right, SpongeBob. My favorite part was me and SpongeBob's first ever kiss.
I knew that this moment would happen. I wonder why no one listens to me.
Don't worry, Dazzle. I'm sure you'll find your happiness somewhere, and I'm always there to help you find it.
That's the problem, Razzle. I don't even bother being a twin brother anymore.
Excuse us weird-looking things, but have you lot seen a certain sponge and squirrel around here?
We, the loyal enforcements of Babylon, have a warrant for the sponge and squirrel's arrest. Tell us where they are right now, or we're going to arrest everyone until we find the two real culprits.
Listen here, Babylonian police, we're not the ones you're looking for.
Ahoy, you misinformed sea critters. You've actually encountered the legendary Doob's Sea Star, brainy tree dweller in the Bikini Bottom blunder of the century.
If you say that your names are Sea Star and Smartest Squirrel of the century, then why do you to perfectly match the description, the wanted criminals?
Now hold on just a cotton-picking minute. Just cause we fit the bill don't mean we're the varmints you're after. We're just plain old pals, so let's get at it alright.
Alright, that's enough. SpongeBob SquarePants and Sandra Jennifer Olivia Cheeks, by order of the King of Babylon, you two are under arrest for illegal relationship, truth secrecy, and betrayal of your own kind. Put your hands behind your back right now.
I don't get it. I mean, what did SpongeBob and Sandy do to deserve that?
Nothing, Daddy. Nothing at all. They just kissed in Egypt.
Hey guys, what's all the commotion about?
Hi, Babe Jr. SpongeBob and Sandy got arrested for no good reason.
What? This is horrible. Are SpongeBob and Sandy going to jail?
I don't know, dude, but we're gonna go to Babylon and find out.
Well said, Connie. Let us depart to Babylon and rescue SpongeBob and Sandy.
See Grand Temple of Babylon.
I don't know, but I'll phone my parents to help us save SpongeBob and Sandy from this demonic ritual. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Hello, son. What seems to be the trouble?
Before you answer that, where are you calling us from?
I'm in Babylon with my friends.
Son, why would you and your friends be in Babylon? Unless something is wrong there.
The Babylonians captured SpongeBob and Sandy, and are going to sacrifice them to the Babylonian gods Marduk.
Oh my god, why would the Babylonians do that to SpongeBob and Sandy? Don't worry, son, we're on our way.
No need to panic!
No need to panic! Mr. High Priest, a robotic lion, stole your sacrifice! What are we even supposed to do?
Fear not, Tentacles, for we Babylonians are considered lucky, for the gods have blessed us with another sacrifice right before our very eyes, and I believe this woman will be our next sacrifice. What do you all say? Very well then. She will be sacrificed before the grand Babylonian masters of time themselves. Everyone, back inside the temple! Let's go!
Holy brothers, holy sisters, let us understand that human sacrifice is a barbaric act against humanity. The gods warn us about human sacrifice. I must preach to you all that Jesus Christ is the King of the world. We all must respect one another's culture and religion, instead of mocking Kemetic people, falsely accusing Muslims, and judge Buddhist monks and Hindus. This next chapter is the second to last chapter of the tale. Squidward and the Babylonian king returned with an angry mob of animals.
But why? We thought Squidward and the Babylonian king learned their lesson.
It may seem like it at first, Sister Llama, but Father Falcon knows that some sinners don't give up that easy. After the high priestess was sacrificed to Marduk, a party was held at Great Wolf Lodge to celebrate SpongeBob and Sandy's romance. But they are not the only ones that are a couple. Astro and Eclipse are the next romantic couple to appear in this story.
Pardon me, Father Falcon, but did Astro and Eclipse suffer the same consequences as SpongeBob and Sandy?
No, they didn't, Brother Camel, but they were falsely accused of betraying a pack of dire wolves whom Eclipse is said to originated from. The dire wolves believed that Eclipse was a gift or a curse from the moon god Khonsu. Khonsu then punished the dire wolves because Khonsu has not created a curse, but Astro's crush. Perhaps Chapter 5 can explain better than me. Let's read it, shall we?
Thanks for coming over to Great Wolf Lodge. We're more than happy to have you.
Oh, thank nothing of it. We're just so happy to see more good friends of mine coming over to celebrate this holy occasion.
I'm just so happy that we're together. I mean, I just can't imagine my life without you, Astro.
I can't imagine my life without you either, Eclipse. You mean the whole world to me.
What in Neptune's name is going on out there? I think Squidward and the Babylonian king has returned to arrest us again.
What?
What are we going to do? They're getting closer and closer.
Maybe we can go to the Temple of Horus? We'll all be safe in there.
Good thinking, Gumball. Let's just go so we can get out of here.
Come on. To the Temple of Horus we go.
Where are they, Squidward? You told me that they're right here.
They were here a while ago. They must have gone somewhere else. Everyone, follow me. I know where SpongeBob and Sandy must have gone to. There, the Temple of Horus. SpongeBob and Sandy must be in there. Come on, creatures.
Come on, you animals. You heard the oversized calamari. Let's teach that sponge and squirrel a lesson.
Come on, let us all pray to the great god Horus to save us all before the mob comes.
Me and SpongeBob will play the music.
Come on, let's make Horus some music before it's too late.
Now at my count of 3, we'll all use this big log to ram the door of the temple.
Oh no! Squidward's mob is breaking into the temple.
Oh no, what are we gonna do now? No problema, you guys. I know how to distract them all.
Let's hope this plan of yours can actually save us, Violet.
I definitely agree with your brother, Violet. Let's hope your plan can save us all.
Don't worry, dear Grandpa and brother. My plan will work. Trust me. It will work!
Come on, you guys. Let us find the squirrel, Sponge, and their friends and punish them!
You good-for-nothing villains will pay for this! Release us now or else!
Be quiet right now. I finally have you in my grasp. Now it's time for you to face the consequences of your actions. Do you have any last words or prayers to say before your final breath escapes?
Oh, King of Babylon, Jesus Christ will save me and Sandy from your grasp.
Yeah! Our bond is very strong, King of Babylon. The gods and Jesus will protect us.
Even if they don't, they want to make it clear that we will never give up our love or our religion.
Then the words you speak of will be your last. I have given you many chances to stop it, but out of the pride of your religion, you refuse to listen to me. Now your time has run out. What is going on here? Where's that singing coming from?
Look, up there. I see several heavenly figures.
I see them too. What do they look like?
They all look like gods.
They are gods, you fool.
Hey, Squidward? Me and Sandy wanna say... sorry for engaging in forbidden romance, Squidward.
Yeah. Sorry for everything, Squidward. If you wanna, we can make it up to you.
I'm sorry. I was so ashamed of my reaction from the beginning. I wondered if anyone could ever forgive me. Look, SpongeBob, here's the thing. I know I yell at you from time to time, and I know you're annoying, but SpongeBob, you are the backbone of the operation at the Fog Feeder. And Sandy, you burn up that energy with your Texas antics, you know? It just won't be the same without you. Wonderland won't be the same without you. That's why I'm apologizing for everything I have done and said about your relationship and your religion. I was a fool into believing that everything would be better to force people to worship Jesus Christ, but I was wrong. I now realize that everyone has their own right to choose their own religion, no matter what their beliefs or culture is. They will always have the right to choose their own religion, whether it is Kemetism, Buddhism, Judaism, Taoism, whatever. We all have to choose our own faith and choose our own path.
Blessed be the God who sent his angel and delivered his servants who trusted in him. I will not allow any person to say anything against their God. Anyone who does will be dealt with severely.
Oh, would you be quiet?
Truly, there is no other God who can rescue like this.
And now, my brothers and sisters, it's time for me to announce the 6th and final chapter of SpongeBob and Sandy's love story, The Wedding. SpongeBob and Sandy invited all of their friends to attend this unforgettable and magical moment, and here's a little surprise for you, dear brothers and sisters. Thoth, the Egyptian god of knowledge and wisdom and magic, played his role as the high priest and great preacher of the holy occasion.
Oh my goodness, a wedding sounds so cute. But did SpongeBob and Sandy invite Squidward?
Yes, they did, Sister V, because Squidward now realized the error of his ways. After Squidward and the king of Babylon repented their sins and prayed to Jesus for forgiveness, Squidward and the king of Babylon were both invited to attend SpongeBob and Sandy's wedding. Let us dive into the final chapter, my friends, so we will not only understand the backstory of SpongeBob and Sandy's love, but also understand that it's not money that makes the world go round, but it's kindness that makes the world go round.
Dearly beloved friends, family, honored guests, relatives, cartoon characters of all ages, we are gathered here today to witness the joining of Sandra Jennifer Olivia Cheeks and SpongeBob SquarePants. But, my friends, how did we end up here today? How did these two brave yet romantic bombs of love not only met, but also ended up falling in love? Well, it all started in Bikini Bottom. When SpongeBob first meets Sandy, they were both just good friends who loved to do karate, science, Krabby Patty flipping, and goofing around. But as time went on, there was something different about SpongeBob and Sandy, and I know what it is. True love. And now the time has come for the young couple to say their vows before me and my fellow gods.
Sandy, your Texas-like personality has inspired me not much, but just a little. And I know this is odd for me to say it, but Sandy, I love you.
Oh, shucks, SpongeBob. I never knew how much you love me despite what everyone else might say about us. I love you so much, SpongeBob, that I want to spend all my days with you.
I love how you two vowed before us gods. I think it's beautiful. When the love of a Texas squirrel and sea sponge is truly divine, it's time to pledge their hearts for all time. Upon their fingers, they each must bring two bright, shiny, golden, and sacred wedding rings. Bring the rings over here. Friends, family, and honored guests, these two wedding rings are here in the sight of Ra himself, and in the face of this congregation, to symbolize the joining of this sponge and this squirrel in holy matrimony, which is an honorable estate, instituted of Ra himself, signifying unto us the mystical union that is betwixt the sun and the moon, which holiest state Anubis adorned and beautified with his presence, and his first miracle that he wrote in the book of the sun, and is commended in Holy Writ to be honorable among all creatures and all humans. SpongeBob SquarePants, will you have this squirrel as your wedded wife, to live together after Osiris's ordinance in the holiest state of matrimony? Will you love her, comfort her, honor and keep her in sickness and in health, and forsaking all other keep thee only unto her, for as long as you both shall live?
I will.
And Sandra Jennifer Olivia Cheeks, will you have this sponge to your wedded husband, to live together according to Osiris's law in the holiest state of matrimony? Will you love him, comfort him, honor and keep him in sickness and in health, and forsaking all the other who only keep you unto him, for as long as you both shall live?
1,000 times yes.
Very well then, by the power invested in me by the sacred law of Ra the great sun god, as the god of knowledge and magic, I humbly pronounce you sponge and squirrel, husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Not long after the wedding, SpongeBob and Sandy have a kid together. They named him Spandy. Wonderland was in peace at last. Thanks to SpongeBob and Sandy, the king of Babylon created a new law to help all of the religions. Religious freedom grew more and more, and that, my friends, concludes our tale. The moral of the story is to be kind to those who need your help. Treat each other like family and friends. Avoid worshipping evil gods and choose your religion, because we all have religious freedom.